State law requires this body to announce at this time that a copy of the current Open Meetings Act is available at the back of the room or is accessible to the public. Simpson.
Here.
Sisson.
Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Gibbon.
Here.
Burbong.
Here.
Nankin.
Here.
Oh.
Here.
Thank you. If we can all stand for a moment of silence, followed by Pledge of Allegiance. Amen. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 1, approve the consent agenda and pay the claims as submitted.
So moved.
Aldridge? Second by Sisson.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbong.
Yes.
Nankin.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Item 2, approve the minutes of the April 17th, 2018 regular council meeting.
So moved. Second.
Simpson and Nankus.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Abstain.
Burbong.
Yes.
Nankin.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Item 3, it is now time for the public forum. If anybody out in the audience has something you want to bring to the attention of the council, now is the time and the place. I'd like you to come up to the table, address them.
Ben Johnson. I was just wondering if we've got anything going on the basketball courts for the South Court.
I just talked to our guys about going down there. We're painting the pool this week, and because we're kind of on a limitation of getting the pool painted, we like to have it cured for 2 weeks before we fill it, and we open May 26th, the pool. So we're kind of got all our personnel down there. But yeah, we're gonna go down there, we're gonna take a look at it, see what we gotta cut out and replace. So we just actually talked about this in a meeting yesterday morning, so.
Okay.
So we're getting there, Ben, just be patient with us.
Okay. Yeah.
How you coming on the Lafayette Street? In case you can get it paving?
It's kind of a moot point right now with all the construction and everything. It seems like everybody I spoke with about it wasn't really all that interested in higher taxes. So it's kind of
Not taxes, just assessment.
right. Right. That's
Okay.
that's how they look at it though.
Thanks, Ben.
And so I don't think it's anything worth worrying about anymore.
That doesn't
so,
surprise me.
yeah. So thank you.
Thanks for checking. Anybody else in public forum? If not, I will close the public forum. Item 4, presentation of ACE door hanger project donations. I don't know who all helped with the ACE hanger door presentation. A lot of kids. I'd like to know how many you handed out. All of them? There's a bunch of doors. I have a check here, $400 from ACE and $200 from the City of Holding. So, congratulations, ladies. A little closer. Candace won't bite. Job well done. Don't spend it all in one place. Thank you.
What was the name of the group?
Methodist Church. Candace Miller, headed it up.
I'll show him.
Apparently.
I didn't know it was in there.
Don't read your council packet?
I did.
Since I
Okay.
was already here, Dane added me to the agenda. I'm the Children's and Youth Director at the Methodist Church, and the 29th of August, it's a Wednesday night, we would like to be able to block off the street from the west side of the alley over to the stop sign on West Street for our block party. And I think 4 to... Was there?
9.
Okay, yeah, that gives us time to set up, and, because we'll have some other people coming in with inflatable and things like that, so.
And Candace, you've done this, what, the 3rd year, 4th year?
This, I think maybe is our 4th year. We tried something different at North Park last year, and
I'd like to come
I
back
like
home.
this here, so.
Any questions for the council? Huh? Motion to approve?
I move we approve the request from the Methodist Church.
McDermott?
I'll second.
Troy, Ron?
Given.
Yes.
Herzog.
Yes.
Hanky.
Yes.
Alders.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
There's normally a bunch of kids showed up, isn't
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, we usually have a good turnout.
Well, cool.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
doing that. Motion approved. Item 6, approve the use of the sidewalk on west side of West Avenue in front of the Spirit of Grace Church and north to 5th Avenue for a bicycle safety event on May 5th, 2018 from 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m.
Hello, everybody. We are doing kind of the first time we've tried this, but we'd like to do a bicycle safety event to benefit kids in Holdridge. We received grant funding from a number of organizations, including the Phelps County Community Foundation, and a number of businesses in the community to provide free bicycle helmets, bike water bottles, and then we're going to be able to offer them training in maintenance of bicycles and safety training, how to signal, how to follow the rules of the road, that sort of thing, as well as helmet fitting. And so that event is planned to take place on this Saturday, the 5th, from, we'll start checking in bikes in conjunction with the YMCA's event on the courthouse lawn at 9 o'clock. The event goes from 10 to 1. And so our request would be from Friday night at 10 p.m. So that we can reserve some of the space ahead of time until about 2 p.m. on Saturday, that we might have what you have in your agenda marked as reserved.
Is that going to bother parking at Heather's?
No, it's not. It's not. There's no. We're not going to be blocking anything in front of Heather's. If you see on your map there, we've done our best to try to make that to scale, and so that'll end at the south end of the church. And of course, the law office, the movie theater, and the insurance office are not generally open on Saturdays.
You have an age limit on this?
We're not setting really strict limits on it, but basically we'll work on anybody's bike who comes and needs some help with it. So if you need your bike work done, well, we might help you out a little bit. But this is primarily targeted at elementary school and elementary at heart. There we go.
Getting to be harder and harder pedaling this wind.
You need to work on your aerodynamics. I didn't say
You're
that.
probably right.
I didn't say that.
Question from the group?
Ted, are you gonna need cones?
Yeah, we talked with Dane, and Dane said talked with Kim some, and that we were hoping to have a couple of to borrow from the city a couple of barricades to close off parts of the parking lot, the south side of the parking lot at Grant and 5th, and then we could use some cones too. That would really be helpful. So, and we've actually, the little orange rectangles, little lines there, that's actually where we would like the barricades to be, and we've even put little orange circles on there for where we'd like the cones. How's that for detail?
Awesome. There's Mike Our Ladies is on the other side of the street. There's should be plenty of parking.
Plenty of parking. The total impact to parking on West Avenue is just 11 spaces. And we've also worked with business owners like the good folks at Gibson Things. Originally, we were going to request part of Fifth Avenue to be closed off during the event, and they expressed some concerns about traffic flow, especially with the construction, and so we modified our event accordingly.
Super.
I move we approve.
And Larry Gibbons.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Abstain?
Gibbon.
Yes.
Burbine.
Yes.
Mankey.
Yes.
Holden.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll try to work on my aerodynamics. Okay, item 7, consider plans and street use for a Heartland Cruisers and Holders Eagle Riders Switty Stakes car and motorcycle show and shine.
Yep, you gotta listen to me.
This Mike Sisson over here.
For those of you who don't know me. I was asked at our car club meeting the other day about someone needs to be at our council meeting to present what we need, and they all looked at me and said, well, you're gonna be here anyway, so you just go ahead. But what we're requesting is just like the years past, around the courthouse square, both avenues and on Fifth Street, for our car show, Swedish Days. We had 144 cars last year and 30 motorcycles, and it was a huge event for us. And you know, with all the amount of people coming into town, not only for the Swedish Days, the Rib Fest, but I think our car show is a huge addition to this. And so I'm asking for permission from the city to have our show around the courthouse square, close off those streets.
We'd be closing off West Avenue between 4th and 5th.
We would not be using that. That would probably be for whatever they have.
Okay.
And we're just talking from 6th to 5th on both avenues and then 5th Street.
That's not gonna bother with Rib Fest, I don't believe. That's,
No, he's been at our car show or car club meetings, and we've talked to him several times, and we've kind of worked it out where they're gonna be from 5th Avenue or 5th on West Avenue going east or going west. And, so it shouldn't interfere with what they're doing, and it shouldn't interfere with what we're doing.
That's kind of where that was the two clubs.
Yeah.
That's kind of where he's at, where they was at last.
Yeah, it's been that way. Last year was the same way, and he said they were going to grow a little bit more than what they had last year, but I don't think it will interfere with what we've got.
questions? Car Club? None? A motion to approve.
So moved.
Larry Gibbon,
Second.
Jeff Nankis,
Burbine.
Yes.
Mankey.
Yes.
Holden.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Sisson.
Abstain.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
thanks for doing that. Brings a lot of people to town, a lot of nice cars to town. And I think people like coming to Oak Ridge, so you guys do a good job. Thank you. Number 8, approve the Nebraska Liquor Control Commission Manager application from Shopco Hometown number 690 for Nathan M. Malcolm.
Whenever businesses like Shopco or Casey's or Pump and Pantry, whenever they change managers, they have to come to the council and the liquor commission to get approved for liquor license. Nathan is a new manager.
Kind of corporate manager.
Yeah.
He's not the local one.
No. I think he's out of Omaha. He's probably the manager of all
For the district
stores.
or?
Yeah, probably a district.
Seems like that's the way all the big boys are doing anymore, so. Any questions from the council?
I'll make a motion we approve.
Mike Sisson.
I'll second.
Troy Irvine.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yes.
Burbine,
Yes.
Mankey,
Yep.
Aldridge,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Number 9, adopt resolution 2018-07, amending section 6, period 12, period 02 of the City of Holdridge personnel plan related to health insurance premiums.
This resolution is to change the personnel plan for the health insurance, with the police sergeant, which, you know, that I made, so we're just doing some housekeeping here and keeping our, personnel plan up to date.
This makes it official. We've already approved that, so it's a matter of housekeeping. A motion to adopt resolution 2018-07.
I move we adopt resolution 2018-07.
Second. Doug Simpson.
Gibbon,
Yes.
Burbine,
Yes.
Mankey,
Yes.
Aldridge,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 10, approve specifications and contract documents for a new electric department cab and chassis.
This is, no, this is, we've got a 1999 Chevrolet, dump truck that is trash. So these specs are for a new, 10.5. That, for the electric department.
Any questions from the council? If not, motion to approve that specifications.
So moved.
Aldridge,
I'll second.
Irvine.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Given.
Burbine,
Yes.
Mankey,
Yes.
Aldridge.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 11, approve promotion of Brian Brinkman to utility superintendent.
I'm back. I'm recommending the promotion of Brian Brinkman to the utility superintendent. Basically, he's been doing it since our last utility superintendent left. He's doing everything that he didn't, at first, he was a little skeptical whether he wanted to do it. He will lose overtime. No longer in the union. And, but Brian will be out there. He's still gonna go out with the guys. He's not gonna spend all his time in here at City Hall, so he'll be out there.
Basically, be doing what he's been doing the last
Yes.
few years already.
And if there's a problem, Brian will be there, so.
I got a question. If he's gonna be doing this, does that mean there's an opening then for his old job?
I think right now, we're not. He, basically, Mike, I think he can handle both, because that's what he's been doing now.
Okay.
Cause I asked him about that, and he said, no, right now, I haven't I can still handle it. He's got his different crews. He'll go down every morning, line everybody up, what they gotta do, and he's got some good people right now, so there's not a big problem there. So.
He definitely knows our system, so.
He knows it frontwards and backwards, and he's a good man.
During the ice storm, I was sure glad that we had Brian Brinkman, because he knows our system frontwards and backwards.
We didn't have a utility superintendent at the time.
He proved that he can do it in the dark.
Oh.
And it was dark.
But, you know, Brian has paid his dues. It used to be that we would go through a lot of electric linemen. Like Bob said, he works good with his true, and we've had a lot of longevity on true lately.
And Brian he will come to the council meetings, like the old superintendents used to, and he will put, his notes in, council packets, so.
More questions? All right, I'd sure recommend that we approve Brian Brickman to the utility superintendent.
Well, if Brian is wanting this position, I highly recommend him.
Motion?
It is.
Seconded by
I'll second.
Larry Gibbons.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Irvine,
Yes.
Nankin,
Yes.
Aldridge,
Yes.
Simpson,
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you. Now time for open discussion for staff and council. Chief?
Just officer testing this Saturday. As of right now, we've got 4 applicants. 4 now. Hopefully, we'll see how many passes
Written or physical testing?
all, yeah.
All the above? Okay. Good. Dane?
You will notice you have in your packet some comments and suggestions from American Legal on the code that we're having worked on. If you wanna answer any of those questions or make suggestions of your own, and then bring them into City Hall, I will pass them on before, we have to send the whole menu back to them at one time, so they can do all our updates. And trying to get suggestions from them, so if you wanna do that, that would be great.
And this will be everything online eventually.
Eventually, it'll be online. Once we've approved it, it'll come to the council for approval as a single ordinance to approve the whole manual once we get it the way we want it. And then it'll be available online.
Don't wanna read through them one by one?
Not really, no. Thanks, though.
Been there, done that.
Anything else, Dane?
That's it. Thank you.
Bob? Want to approach the table one more time?
No.
Mr. Urbach?
Nothing.
Jeff?
Yeah, how we coming on getting traffic signals changed, time-wise?
Oh, I think,
Oops, go ahead.
no, I thought they had, because I talked to John, and he was gonna have, IES come in, because they put the new cabinet. I'll talk to him again, Jeff. He told me he was gonna have them last week. He was doing that.
Okay,
You're talking on Fifth.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to him again.
All right, thank you, that's it.
I made it through both green lights last night. I didn't get stopped for speeding, but everybody back around.
Should we consider going to flashing yellow on both these intersections? And try to get traffic moving? I mean, people are just sitting out here, especially on the weekend.
I guess I haven't really noticed, I've been down there much to notice.
Years ago, downtown was all on flashing on the weekend.
During
That was
construction.
when people were looking at the traffic around them and not the phones down in their hands. Well, I don't think I can get on board with that.
Probably true.
I guess I haven't had a problem with them as far as still staying green and red during the weekends, but
Well, if we could give him
get the timing down, that,
Yeah.
if we can get that worked out, that'd be the better way to go, I think.
yeah, I'll talk to John. I thought he said they were coming. Kilo was supposed to be here. Brad.
I have a question, yes. Kim, could you look at the alley between the Eagles and Walkway Brewery? That is so dangerous down there, and there's a lot more foot traffic in there.
It's on our list to fix, yes it is.
And I know that we probably don't need to do the whole alley, but we need to do the approach and at least get past the sidewalk. Thank you.
Doug?
Speaking of fixes, you still got on your list over there by the auditorium?
Yes, sir.
Your list is getting longer, I know. That just made me think of it.
The sidewalk here?
Yeah, it's got a pretty good pivot in it. My wife took a pretty good tumble last winter over there, so.
Our sidewalk needs some TLC, it's just,
Yeah,
That alley is bad too.
yeah, we got a lot of bad places, that's the bad part, you know, so Kim's list keeps growing.
Mike,
I do have something. I was asked by a neighbor of mine about, are we gonna be doing a free landfill Saturday or something like we've done in the past?
that is not on our agenda. We used to do that pretty regular, and what we found that people saved up for the spring.
It was years ago.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
Randy Wood.
I think we did it with some grant money the time I've been here.
Yeah, I think we did
It was
one.
part of a different,
When we
it was
had
part of
Skid.
the grant.
We did some with Skid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of Mike, when we did it one year and, it took us what, 2 weeks to pick everything up?
At least.
And there were people from out of town coming, dropping off stuff, relatives. And that's when we kind of changed to the free, limbs and grass, because we used to charge for that. And that's kind of, we changed to that, well, that would help.
Pass it on.
Thank you, ask. Mary?
Officer Leonard is hosting the law enforcement torch run for the Nebraska Special Olympics. That is Thursday night, the 10th, starts at 5:30, ends at the park with a barbecue. So the public is welcome to that. If you have any questions, contact Officer Leonard.
We don't need to sign up ahead of it, do we?
Well, I think you're supposed to, but I just
I
turned
haven't
mine in
seen anything
yesterday.
on
I would
that
just say
yet.
get with Sarah Leonard and she'll get it taken care of.
You don't have to sign up prior to, but it just makes planning better.
I have another 10 days to work on my aerodynamics.
Come by and get Elizabeth, because she's
Not gonna
pretty
happen.
too.
Nothing. Rodney? Kim?
I have brought Lance Steinschauer. He is willing to step into Mr. Grimm's position. His last day, I believe, is June 8th. Lance has been with us for 11 years. He's got a construction background. Been very knowledgeable on the code and how we've done it. He's taken it upon himself to read the code. So that's wanted to introduce him, and he has stepped up and helped us quite a bit in the last month, and he can hopefully have a lot of crop off of me.
I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Who's doing the concrete work if he steps up?
Well, we have others that volunteered to step up, and
Has
and
Lance
he'll
trained
be
them yet?
he'll be overseeing, this summer quite a bit. We've got faith in a couple others that have done concrete work, so.
Lance has done the city a good job.
congratulations.
Good luck.
Does Lance wanna say anything? No.
You'll get over that, Lance. Somehow, I'd like to develop a plan that we can keep the trucks off of Hancock Street a little bit better, so they don't get up to Dairy Queen and say, hey, we can't make this corner. Then they get traffic backed up and they back up. Is there a way we can head them off at Second or Third and say, this is not, trucks are not allowed in the park road? If we could. And I've had some complaints on trucks coming down 7th and 11th. That's not the truck detour route, but there's nothing we can stop them with. I've got a picture of big old combine coming down 7th. Wide load. They can't stop them. The truck, it'd be a lot quicker if the truckers do the detour route. We can't stop them. But if we could stop the trucks from going down the park road there behind the Dairy Queen, because that really blocks it up.
It is marked on the west side.
By the time you get up there. Okay, now, you're already committed. You gotta back up.
Well,
If you're a good truck
if you're
driver,
on
you
Burlington, it sits right there that you can make the turn.
On Burlington,
Right.
But
they're coming the
behind
other
Dairy
way.
Queen,
Yeah, the other problem we've had is them coming from the east going west. And then when they get there, then they have a problem.
it says no trucks. Is there a way we can draw pictures? Okay. If we can work on that somehow. This meeting is adjourned.